All right, so we left off here with the Rosie rally. We're going to move on. Dog. Previously in social studies class, the British blockade forces the U.S. Industrial Revolution start working for the man, working in factories. This is causing cities to grow. More money, though, more problems. Because people can afford things, we start to see more issues. We're going to look at that a little more today. Previously, we discussed how artisans are out and factories are in. Finally, our barista dropped by yesterday and reminded you of our new participation point scale. If you come to class but don't actually participate at all, you're earning that 4 out of 8 that I did not try for the day. Full rubric on the homework menu. Be your bell ringer or your exit ticket only, you're earning a 5. So the scrambled eggs on that omelet scale. Bell ringer and exit ticket, you're up to a 6. That's a C. Juice, bell ringer, exit ticket, class poll activity, or other contribution. And then float, bell ringer, exit ticket, class polls, activities, and other contributions. If you're doing the flip lesson today, as long as you're not putting IDK for everything, you're probably going to go ahead and get a float. I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to not read out loud on this one just because you probably can hear I'm a little hoarse trying to save the voice for the part where I have to talk. You can read our agenda. You can read our objectives. And essential questions. Also, a reminder, there is a guided note sheet on Schoology. It forces a copy. And these slides are on Schoology as well. You can access them and take them at your own pace. So the Industrial Revolution expands. It starts with old power. This is wind, water, animals, and men. Wind power, all of these have their limitations. Wind power only works when it's windy. This is why windmills are usually built way out in the countryside where the wind is more likely to blow. Building a windmill amongst tall buildings, as we're going to start to see as cities rise, is not going to work. Got to have it in a place where the wind will actually blow, the wind will actually move the mill. When the wind is not blowing, you have no power. Water power, same concept. You have to build your mill near water, so near a waterfall or near a river, so it will turn this wheel and create power. If the wheel is not turning, you have no power. This morning it's 9 degrees. If this is my house and this is my power source, my river's probably frozen. I don't think I have any power today. Horsepower, or unicorn power as the case may be. Animals work great, whether it's horses, oxen, mules, donkeys, until they get tired. Also, they need to be fed and taken care of. You can't just work them. They'll die. So horsepower has its limitations or animal power, I should say, has its limitations because eventually those animals need a break. And the same is true for manpower. People eventually need a break. People need to be fed if they're going to keep working. So when the captain comes in and says, "More power, Scotty," Scotty responds, "I'm giving it all she's got." Right? A human can only give so much power before they have given all they've got. Each of these things has their limitations. So we're going to need a new power source. We are looking for more power. I mean, how do we power things? Okay? How can we get more power? Those questions are in your flipped lesson. I'm going to take a pause here for you to go ahead and try to answer those.